Blessings, family. How are you on this thankful Thursday? It's Thursday for real this time. I think I said yesterday was Thursday. Thankful Thursday, day 23. So here we are at Proverbs 23. You know, as I was studying Proverbs 23 last night, the thought occurred to me. And that thought was, you know what? If it's one thing the wise know how to do, they know how to make the Father happy, how to please the heart of God. And so even as I was looking at scriptures, I saw a common theme in a few that I'm going to focus on tonight. And after reading them and studying them, I was reminded about the scribe, or the expert of the law, back in Matthew 22. Actually, I think it's Matthew 22 verses 35 through 34, when he tried to trick Jesus or catch him in a trap by saying, you know, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus basically told him to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind. And the second commandment is as great, which is to love your neighbor as yourself. And so tonight is going to be about our heart, our soul, our minds. So I'm going to jump right into it with Proverbs 12 from the Amplified. It says, apply your heart to discipline and your ears to words of knowledge. The Amplified Classic says, apply your mind to instruction and correction. Passion Translation, pay close attention to the teaching that corrects you and open your heart to every word of instruction. Verse 15 and 16, Amplified. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will be glad, even mine. I'm going to say that again. My son, if your heart is, or daughter, if your heart is wise, my heart will be glad, even mine. Verse 16, yes, my heart will rejoice when your lips speak right things. The Passion Translation, my beloved child, when your heart is full of wisdom, my heart is full of gladness. I'm going to repeat that. When your heart is full of wisdom, my heart is full of gladness or joy. Verse 16, and when you speak anointed words, we are speaking mouth to mouth. The footnote in the Passion Translation says, when you speak what is right. When he says, when we're speaking mouth to mouth. And it says that literally it means your lips shall speak with my lips. That, anyway, I'm not going to go there. And they reference Numbers chapter 12, verses 7 through 8, when God said, but it is not so with my servant Moses. He is entrusted and faithful in all my house. With him I speak mouth to mouth, or directly. Okay, that's 15 and 16. And also verses 15 and 16 kind of reminds me sort of last week in Proverbs 16:3, when it said that he'll cause our thoughts to become agreeable to his will, and so shall our plans be established and we succeed. Yeah, that I was reminded of that last night too. Verse 19, hear my son and be wise, and direct your mind in the way of the Lord. Passion Translation, as you listen to me, my beloved child, you will grow in wisdom and your heart will be drawn into understanding, which will empower you to make right decisions. And the footnote, it says the Aramaic translates that as set up my doctrines in your heart, where it says, as you listen to me, set up my doctrines in your heart. Okay, next, verse 24. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who sires a wise child will have joy in him. Verse 24 from the Passion Translation. When a father observes his child living in godliness, he is ecstatic with joy. Nothing makes him more prouder. And I can say as a father, nothing makes me prouder than when I see my sons make the right decision, and when I see them walking in wisdom. Proud father moment. Anyway, where was I? Okay. Verse 26 reads, and this is from the Amplified. It says, my son, give me your heart and let your eyes observe and delight in my ways. Again, that reminds me of Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord. He'll give you the desires of his heart. But yeah, my son, give me your heart and let your eyes observe and delight in my ways. Part of that in the Passion Translation says, embrace fully what I'm about to tell you. So as I was studying, I was reminded of last night. I was studying and the song was in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head. It's the song He Wants It All by Forever Jones. And I thought to myself, he wants all of my heart, all of my soul, and all of my mind. But it's not just so he can have sole possession of it, but so he can purify it, pour in wisdom into it, and empower me to make the right decisions. And another song, I had to go play it a couple of times. Another song was, it's called Father Be Pleased, by Nicole C. Mullen and Todd Delaney, where it says in there, I just want to make you happy. I just want to make you smile. Father, be pleased with me. I had to play that a couple of times. So yeah. So as I said in the opening statement, one thing about the wise is we know how to make the Father happy. The way to make him happy, the way to please the heart of God, is by giving him our heart, by loving him with all of our hearts, our souls, and our minds, by embracing and applying the wisdom and instructions that he gives us, that he blesses us with. So that's it. Proverbs 23. Be blessed, and let's go make him happy. See me tomorrow.